Is the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, double honest the others and apostles of Jew mystical world. Shalom to the hopeful elect. I didn't do a word because the last lesson, it weren't really edifying, so I decided not to upload it. But I just wanted to make a quick word on this, and I saw this 2 days ago, but I just left it. But I just wanted to show how all of this stuff is leading to prophecy, and all of it adds up together. It says the UK will allow for the DWP, which is Department of Work and Pensions, to cancel passports held by persons who have not paid child maintenance. By court order, the Department for Work and Pensions can cancel a person's passport and prevent that person from getting a new passport if they fail to pay child maintenance. And this is just completely wicked. And they've done a poll here. It says, do you agree with the UK's plans to give the Department of Work and Pensions these powers? And 37.5% has said yes, accountability, which is ironic. And 62.5% says no, it's a violation of civil freedoms. So it just shows you at least, a third of the people here, which is, kind of ironic, because we know, 2/3 of our people are messed up. But these people are kind of messed up in the spirit, because they see as accountability when a woman's not supposed to leave her husband. They don't talk about the accountability of a woman laying with a man and putting a man in a situation where he has to look after kids, and he's not the figurehead in the household, because no man wants to live a life like that. If you have children, any man in his right mind wants to be there to be stable for the family. Now, obviously, you have males who buck up against the whole idea of responsibility, but you should be able to see what kind of man a man is when you deal with him as woman, if you are in the spirit. But obviously, this society doesn't hold women accountable for it, And it goes into Jeremiah 31:22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. And you can see this, being executed with laws like these, because most of these quote unquote child laws are gonna be aimed at men. Even there was that story of the man killing his woman because she got all those 1,400 paychecks for the kids, which was completely wicked and abominable. But you can see the Lord bringing judgment upon this place, and you can see here is you can see the law. So this is all on their website. This is official. I'll just make a note of this one. Removing passports. Parents who persistently do not pay the child maintenance they owe could face being banned from holding or obtaining a UK passport for up to 2 years, which is just completely wicked. This goes into this man's wicked laws, and everything that he's been doing within the last year has just been completely going off. He's been violating people's civil rights left and right. You can't even go to the store without damn near suffocating yourself, and these people are so bugged out, they don't see anything wrong with it. I was talking to somebody, and they said all these people are so smart for not wearing masks. And then I asked them, there's because anyone who follows the elder Manasseh Buck's page has seen that app where you have a face mask, and it tells you when you've exceeded the carbon dioxide levels in a mask, and you need to actually remove the mask to get fresh air, which just shows you that these people know that you're breathing in carbon dioxide, and it's not good for your respiratory system. And when I said that to him, I was just like, at the end of the day, you only think it's cool because the news and the media says so. If you saw an app like this, you'd realize that there's something wrong with it. And he didn't say anything after that to me, because these people are so bugged out. They only see a sense when it comes from a quote unquote reputable source. These people are not able to think for themselves. So you can sit there and you can tell people that these elections are rigged and you live in a wicked society, but these people are not going to perceive it until these people turn around and say it themselves. And obviously they're not going to do that, because Jake is bugged out. Jake thinks he has freedom over here. You're paying extortionate tax. You pay council tax. You don't own nothing. You don't have no land, no crops, no gold, no silver. But Jake will still argue for this place. It just shows you how bugged out people here are. They don't know what's right and what's wrong. Their right and wrong is what these people say is right and wrong. And this is cancelling passport non-payment of child maintenance. And it goes into here, which is the procedure that you have to go through to be able to do that. So process notifications from courts and the Department for Work and Pensions, cancel passport held by persons who have not paid child maintenance, deal with questions from customers and officials about this guidance. And we all know this is to attack the man, because most of these children are with the woman. The woman has to be a complete reprobate and demon to lose her children, because they usually give it to the woman. And back in the day, if you left your husband, you had to leave your children. So this society just completely exalts the woman. And it says here, Matthew 23:12, and whoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. So the Lord is turning everything the right way up, and women in society are completely exalted, even though they don't feel like it. And the reason they don't feel like they're exalted is because regardless of how many laws they make to exalt the woman, she will always feel inferior to the man, because that a man is spiritually stronger than you. He's physically stronger than you. He's mentally stronger than you. He's more spiritually discerned than a woman. But that seems to bug women for some reason. In the same way that we understand that Yahweh Shai is more spiritually discerned than us. Yahweh Shai went through things that a normal man would break down under. He has to completely abase himself. But these women don't understand that there's an order to this thing. So they always want to buck up against the man because they feel like you want to you want to subjugate them and make them, I don't know, drink your pee or Kalista. I don't know what these women are thinking, but they don't actually realize when you're head of a household, you have to deal with all the good and bad that comes with it, and it's actually stressful. For a woman to be under a man, she's not dealing with as much stress as she would do if she was equal to him. But these women, they want all the responsibility, sorry, they want all the power without all the responsibility and accountability, which doesn't make any sense because that's not balance. And this goes into here, and it's not completely, but you can see how all of this stuff is adding up. This is 2nd Esdras 15:17, and man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So you want to leave and you can't even leave because somebody said you've not paid your child support or whatever the case may be. And this goes into the COVID passports and all of this stuff, which yeah, I might as well grab that because I don't know whether or not people tuned into this channel, but I did show a video of the UK basically saying that they're not gonna make COVID passports, a thing. But here you can see that they're backtracking, which is no jab, no pint. So basically, you're not able to go to the pub, which is what they call the bars in the UK, unless you've had a jab. So yeah, they're slowly going back on those so-called civil liberties that they said that you would retain.
Vaccine program and see what that builds in terms of general resistance to the virus. And I do think there is going to be a role for certification. What we said is that we'll be reporting on the work of the certification group in early April, either on April the 5th or on April the 12th.
So there will be a role for certification, but it might just be for international travel.
I think we need to think carefully about the issues. As I've said before, there are lots of difficult issues because there are some people who, who for medical reasons can't get a vaccination. Pregnant women can't get a vaccination at the moment. You've got to be careful about how you do this, and you might need to. You might only be able to implement a thoroughgoing vaccination passport scheme, even if you wanted such a thing, in the context of when absolutely everybody had been offered a vaccine. So
you see right there. So he's saying that only consider it once everybody has been offered a vaccine, which means that, you know, they might write to you and say you've not been vaccinated. So yeah, if you don't, you're not going to be able to travel without a vaccine passport. Now you see how these people go back on their word, and through the Spirit, the prophets already said this. You know, they said, you know, the men of the Lord have already said these people are going to go back on their word, and you see them slowly reneging on their word because Esau has a history of doing that. He has a history of making plans with you, and then completely going back on his word, and even the scriptures support that. You know, you had all these who was it? You know, that you had all these Edomites, and they'd make, you know, they'd make a word with them. You know, they make an agreement, and these people will go back on their agreement. So these people are not to be trusted.
There are complexities, moral complexities, ethical problems that need to be addressed.
There you have it. The liar himself.
What we want to do
Well, it's the same thing, you know. I'm gonna leave it off at that. You know, all praises to the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, to be honest to the elders and apostles of GMS will go well. Shalom to the elect.